Okay, intuitives, how many of you have gone into the grocery store and you're in line and you get to the checkout and you are aware of the sadness or the frustration of the person who is working there? Now, you can sub out anybody that you come in contact for a brief period of time. So a receptionist at one business, a clerk at another. But what I'm asking is, do you notice how you go into healing them? That you start to read them? That a part of you just kind of takes over and you wish they would feel better? So raise your hand. You are a beautiful, uncontrolled healer. So what do I mean by that, right? We all have empathy. We can all be that beautiful resonance for other people. But my question is really about how many of you walk into that room and instantly you feel out of control in relationship to how you need to take care of the person in front of you. That is a very typical experience that folks who have a high level of awareness and they're very sensitive find themselves in all the time. I would constantly solve problems for other people. It really didn't matter who they were, right? It could be a family member or someone who just happened to pass by. And I would go into healing mode. I would go into effort to solve their problem. That or those questions that we're unconsciously asking ourselves, how can we make it better? How do I feel good within myself when somebody's pain is right next to me? They are perfect questions to ask yourself in the Inner Alchemy class. So what do we do in the Inner Alchemy class? First and foremost, everybody who ends up in the room with me as a student practitioner, they are validated for who they are and what they know. Whether we're reading energy from our big toe, whether we're reading and healing people from our first chakra or second chakra, our survival space, our relationship space, or we step right out of our body and try and heal them from that space. There is so much learning that we experience together in the room, everybody who's in the Zoom room. The recognition and awareness of, oh my God, I do that. The amusement that we find of like, oh wow, I am not alone. And mostly the ability to change that whole dynamic. So it's not about turning off our empathy. It's about holding that beautiful space within ourselves for ourselves and discerning over time what's appropriate to share and what doesn't need to share. You are just a beautiful tuning fork for that space of love within yourself. So if you want those questions answered, wow, God, whenever I walk in a room, I find myself, exhausted when I leave. Inner Alchemy is the perfect place for you to start. So I want you to join me Thursday, March 30th, and get in the room. Come in, experience a grounded space, experience the permission that you have to be grounded with a group of people. And you don't have to heal anybody in the room. Sound good? Right? What a relief that you can walk in a room and you don't have to heal everybody there. You don't have to feel responsible. And if you notice that you do, you can actually take care of it within your own energy space. I have 30 plus years of stories to share, and you will find that beautiful mirroring within people in the class. So I welcome you. Reach out via email, centerforpsychichealing@gmail.com, and tell me you're in for our next class, and I would love to have you there.